homie from the hood. He's like an uncle. I look at him as like an uncle, though.
Okay. And where you from in St. Louis?
Peabody Drive.
Oh, you from Peabody. All right.
Big Meech's nephew just popped off on 50 Cent in some leaked audio, and you already know 50 ain't the type to let that slide. The tension between 50 and the Bev family has been bubbling, but now it's getting real personal. First 50 came for Big Meech and his son Lil Meech. Now he got smoked with Meech's nephew. This whole situation is spiraling quickly, and if you know anything about 50, you know he's going to handle it in the pettiest, most entertaining way possible. 50 has been coming to Big Meech and his folks for a minute now. It all kicked off when 50 threw some major shade at Meech, basically calling him a snitch, and y'all know in this industry, calling somebody a rat, that's straight up fighting words. But 50 ain't stopping there. He took it straight to Instagram, posting pics, lyrics, and a whole bunch of subliminal jabs. Then when he hit him with that rat emoji next to Rick Ross's lyrics, oh yeah, it was on after that. Then on Tuesday, February 25th, 50 hopped online with some so-called receipts, legal paperwork that according to him proves Big Meech was out here cooperating with federal informants. He got the documents from social media personality 1090 Jake, and they claimed that Tammy Cowens allegedly used intel from Big Meech to help the feds take down some snow traffickers. This ain't just street gossip, real names getting dropped, real cases being dug up, and let's not forget about Lil Meech. He plays his pops on 50's Bev series, so you'd think they'd have a solid bond, right? But nah, 50 has been putting him on blast too. He even claimed Lil Meech was acting up on set, talking about dude had some serious issues, allegedly a substance problem, and had to get sent to rehab. And baby, it didn't stop there. 50 even claimed that other Bev cast members like Russell Hornsby and even producers saw Lil Meech's antics with their own eyes. But then came 42 Dog, who allegedly blessed Big Meech with 100 when he got out of prison. Now, you know 50 wasn't feeling that one bit. He hopped on Instagram with his usual petty energy, calling Dig out and basically saying that money should have gone to his own people instead of Meech, and in true 50 fashion, he made sure everybody knew where he stood. He posted, "Your daddy, my ninja, I love you, and cheese. 'Cause of cute, you made a mistake, giving Screech $100,000. You could have given that to your ninjas. You have always been hard-headed." Woof, oops, straight messy, but 42 Dog wasn't about to just sit there and take it. He clapped back immediately on his Instagram stories, standing 10 toes behind Big Meech and making it very clear that nobody was going to convince him to turn his back on Detroit. And when the blog started running with that $100,000 story, Dog shut it all the way down, calling it fake news. Now just when folks thought this drama couldn't get any wilder, 50 came back with some text messages, and baby, the streets had been waiting for this tea. These messages said, "Lol, I'm not going to blow you up, bro." But Cuffy's nephew said he got the audio of him and 42 Doug on a three-way with Meech. They about to drop it. He confronted Meech, and Meech put in with Tammy. He got the records to prove it. So basically, we are talking about baby Cuffy's nephew, 42 Dog, and Big Meech, all on this one three-way call. And let me tell you, things went left real quick. That audio finally hit the streets. It was just as messy as we thought in this call. Baby wasn't holding anything back. He was pressing Big Meech hard, asking the questions everybody was whispering about, like, why was Meech still rocking with Tammy Cowens after everything that went down with Cuffy? Is she really snitched and helped take down Bev Associates? Why keep her in the mix?
Okay, so listen.
If he's paying attention or giving some type of explanation to do it.
But instead of clearing the air, Big Meech got real defensive. He basically told Bay that he doesn't owe anybody an explanation. Not him, not the streets. Nobody. Meech straight up said if folks think he's out here snitching, then they need to pull up real paperwork. And you already know 50 have been claiming he got those receipts on deck. But Bio wasn't backing down at all. He kept coming for Meech, especially for never cutting Tammy Cowens off, even with everything tied to Cuffy's case. And let's be real, Bio was making some points. Folks have been side-eyeing this whole situation from the jump. wondering why Meech never once spoke on Tammy's role. But when Baya really started popping off, Big Meech straight up hung up the call. And if you ask me, that's a bad look after that audio leaked Baya pulled up to Dogfist TV for an exclusive 30-minute interview, and he let it all out. He dove even deeper into the mess between Big Meech, 42 Dog, and his uncle Diane Cuffy Bay straight up claimed Big Meech knew exactly what Tammy Cowens was on, and that's why folks have been throwing the snitching label around. Matter of fact, Bay said Tammy working with the feds was supposed to get Meech a time cut, and he said there's paperwork to prove it. The legal docs allegedly showed Tammy told the feds she met Diane Cuffy through Meech, which dragged Cuffy straight into this mess. But it didn't stop there. Big Meech also supposedly linked Tammy up with Fidel Suarez, meaning multiple people got caught up in this third-party cooperation drama.
You done those affidavits to help cover out if this your man. That's it. That's all. If you my man, and I can help you get out of jail, or help you get out of position, any position that you're in, and I know I don't play no part, I'm coming to help.
But while Meech might have gotten a little something out of this deal, Diane Cuffy got slammed with 27 years behind bars, and according to Bay, that's exactly why folks are calling Big Meech a rat, because it all ties back to third-party cooperation. And to make matters even messier, 50 Cent has been keeping all the receipts. He doesn't let nothing slide, and lately he has been on a mission to air out anybody standing with his enemies. And guess what? Big Meech and his son Lil Meech have been spotted out here rubbing shoulders with 50's longtime rivals. Oh, this beef ain't slowing down anytime soon. So how did 50 respond? Baby, you already know he went straight to Instagram, because if there's one thing about 50, it's that he's the undisputed king of social media shade. He was back at it with the cryptic messages, the jokes, and the non-stop shots at Big Meech and his family. But what really had folks talking, 50 straight up hinted at dropping a tell-all documentary on BEMF featuring Tammy Cowens. If that actually happens, it's going to blow the lid off everything. And let's not forget how hard 50 has been coming at Lil Meech, baby. After leaking those text messages where Lil Meech was low-key trying to stay on his good side, 50 threatened to drop him from the BEMF show completely, and on top of that, he kept fanning the flames on those substance allegations, saying producers and cast members saw it firsthand, and even blaming Big Meech for enabling his son's behavior. It's messy, y'all, at this point. The streets are demanding answers. Bay is applying pressure on Meech. 50 Cent is pulling out paperwork, and meanwhile, Cuffy is still sitting in prison, serving 27 years. If this third-party cooperation situation is really what folks say it is, Big Meech's legacy could take a serious hit, and it might be too late to fix it. So where do we even go from here? It's hard to say, but knowing 50, oh baby, he already got his next move lined up, whether it's more egg posts, another bombshell documentary, or even legal action. You never know with him. As for Big Meech's family, they clearly ain't backing down. His nephew was already stepping up, talking crazy, making it very clear they're ready to ride for that name. And if Lil Meech decides to fire back to the component placement, it's going to get even hotter. One thing's for sure, this beef is far from over, and with all these big names involved, this might just turn into one of the messiest, most public feuds we've seen in a long time. But I got to ask y'all, do y'all think Big Meech really owes the streets an explanation, or is he right to stay quiet and let folks talk? Is 50 just being petty, or is he really exposing the truth? And do y'all think this feud is going to hurt the BEMF legacy in the long run? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and while you are at it, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications so you never miss the latest.